Welcome to another episode of Cooking for Wellness at NYU Langone Health. Today we're going to show one of our favorites, a quick, easy, and versatile recipe, high in protein, plant-based, and delicious, homemade chickpea hummus. We often hear from people concerned about plant-based eating and meeting their certain nutritional needs like protein, calcium, and iron without animal products. We want to share some great ways of getting these nutrients from plant-based recipes. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to begin toasting our coriander seeds. By toasting the seeds, you release the natural oils, you enhance the flavor, you really get to develop the aromas, and you're going to notice because the kitchen's going to fill with the smells and aromas. This is going to take 5 to 7 minutes over low to medium heat. You're going to go ahead and transfer them to a baking pan so they don't overcook. We're going to want these to chill before we process them. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to toast our sesame seeds. So it's very similar to the coriander seeds, but almost a lower heat. Sesame seeds, they're very small. They have a lot of natural oils, so they will burn. You have to be very careful. A lot of people will do this in the oven. I prefer to do it on the stovetop because you have a lot more control. You just have to make sure you really keep them moving and don't let the heat go up too high. So the reason you're toasting your sesame seeds is we're actually starting this hummus recipe by making our own tahini paste. So easily bought in a grocery store. In this case, we're simply using toasted sesame seeds and olive oil, and that's it. Sesame seeds are very high in protein. Sesame seeds are also a great source of iron and magnesium as well. So once the sesame seeds have gotten to almost like a light tan color, you can smell the nutty. You want to make sure you transfer them to a baking pan because they will continue to cook. They can actually burn them even when they're not in the pan anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and let that cool right before we process it. In the meantime, I'm gonna blend my coriander seed. So I'm using just a basic home coffee grinder to grind the toasted coriander seeds. Smell wonderful. They're also high in iron and vitamin K. Just pulse these. All set on that. Okay, so our sesame seeds are nice and cooled down. We're gonna go ahead and add them right to our blender. So I'm gonna place this on the blender. I'm gonna add a couple tablespoons or so of olive oil right to it. We're gonna go ahead and start blending. Ultimately, it's going to be a lot like a nut butter. Like you're just gonna watch them process. They'll get a little bit gummy, but you want it to be pourable when you're finished. The next thing we're gonna add is we're gonna take the juice of 1 lemon and the zest of 1 lemon as well. We have a couple teaspoons of cumin. We have our toasted coriander seed. Go ahead and process that. We're actually gonna whip a little bit of air into it. It helps really make the hummus smooth in the end. Now we're gonna finish off with the remaining ingredients. I have a couple of cloves of garlic, 3 or 4 cloves. We have a small 28-ounce can of chickpeas. Of course, the best result is gonna be cooking your chickpeas fresh, but in this case, we use the can. Low sodium always. And a little bit of olive oil, 3/4 of a cup. So I put about half the olive oil in right away, and I'll drizzle in the rest slowly as we blend. A little bit of fresh black pepper, and just a little pinch of salt. We'll go ahead and slowly drizzle in the remaining olive oil while it's blending. Smells are amazing. The homemade tahini really adds to the flavor. Chickpeas are one of my favorite high protein meat substitutes. They have a ton of iron, fiber, and magnesium. So there you have it. Easy, quick, and delicious, and packed with nutrients. Pick your favorite dipping item. Look for the most colorful, fresh, vibrant vegetables you can find to make it interesting. We visited the farmer's market for some fresh vegetables. We found some beautiful sugar snap peas, some wax beans, carrots, and even some nice radishes. Basically whatever's in peak season. Please join us for more episodes on the NYU Langone Health YouTube channel.